Hey guys, Rick Shaw here, and we're having my kind of weather right now. They're showing a little clouds, but it's very sunny, and it looks to me like it's going to be pretty hot today. That is for sure. So that's the kind of weather I like. I'll be getting my shirt off and catching some rays here in a little bit. I hope this backache will go away soon. It's still been nagging me now for, oh my goodness, since before Tropical Tim came to visit, and that's a while ago already. So that kind of sucks. But I saw something I was watching that dude, One Trucker's Wisdom, and something I thought was that he came up with. I didn't see it anywhere else, but guys, let me know if you see anything about it. But it seems these FBI agents that were killed in Miami, they were the ones that were investigating Hunter's laptop. Oh, what a coinky-dink. My goodness, isn't that special? You can start watching people dropping. I mean, look at what they're doing in the military. They're going to get rid of nationalists. What the heck is that? That's, guys, people got to wake up. This is against the Constitution. You're in the military, you better be for the country, not the one world deal and all these other places. I think people are just going to be waiting for this stupid plan they're talking about. Oh, just wait for the plan. I think that's all a big bunch of baloney now. I think they're just wanting to sit here and be complacent until their takeover is done. The stuff they're doing now, look at the people they're putting in charge. They're putting some dude, he's in the airport with a little, some kind of pixie girl dress, and he's our health person. And they had a picture of him and his kids. These people are sick, guys. They're sick in their mind, and they're running the show. You can't let them. You got to start standing up and saying, hey, enough is enough of this stuff. And then all this crap going on with the guy supposedly in charge. I don't know what's up with him. Who is he? It seems like I'm seeing 3 different people at different times. I don't know what's going on. So very strange what's going on in the United States right now. But watch out, guys. Watch out, because I'm telling you what, you're not paranoid if they really are out to get you. It's just crazy. So I don't know, but it seems like worldwide they're doing crazy stuff. It is. I'm truly in belief that it's a one world takeover. I don't think that it's a military thing with the Don. I think that's all a bunch of hopium. Wish it was so, but I doubt it. I think they're just trying to pull us off and they're just patiently waiting until they're done, and then there's nothing you can do. You see them wanting to come after your firearms. That is, to me, that is a serious red flag. You're not going to make a criminal less of a criminal by taking the firearms off of good people. You're going to make him worse. I saw a thing on Facebook. It said the way you keep innocent people from getting run over by drunk drivers is you take the license off all the people who aren't drunk drivers. That's what they're doing with this control of the firearms. It's just ludicrous, guys. It's crazy, and this stuff, people got to wake up. I'm a long way away. In this country, that they're doing some strange things also. Now the president wants his daughter to run and him as the VP, so that'll be a no change there. So I don't know about that. How good of a thing that is, time will tell. I did like when he got in, how he got rid of a lot of the druggies, but it was kind of like a big push, and it stopped because now you're seeing the druggies again, and you can spot them, guys. Anytime somebody's on drugs, you can see their eyes are shot. They're looking at you funny. Their teeth are going bad. They're acting crazy. I'm seeing people with the herky-jerky motions again, like it was before. And they're stealing. They'll blame it on it's poor people stealing because they got nothing to eat because they're not allowed to work. So I don't know. One thing though that really got me when I was down in Batangas, how busy it was there compared to here. It was hopping. But they did something that I thought was really ludicrous. I don't know what the cops put a roadblock up on the main road and started looking in every car. We were coming the other way, and we're looking over at them, and I'm like, they just blocked the whole road up. Big highway there, and after we passed where the cops were stopping and looking in the cars, what they were looking for, I don't know. But we went through over a mile of traffic, nobody moving because the cop is letting one car through at a time. So what was up with that? I don't know if they were, who knows, maybe it was Abu Sayyaf, or maybe they were looking for people that didn't have their kids in a car seat. I don't know how silly this is getting, but it's kind of silly. It seems kind of silly to me, but they had the traffic so backed up. But it was a good thing in a way, because when we were coming out of town, we found a back way. We just, this stupid map thing that we have, the little lady talks to you and tells you to turn. She'll tell you to turn somewhere and then tell you, oh, make a U-turn. You're going the wrong way. It's stupid. So we just pulled up a huge, zoomed it out to a big map and found our own way around. I deleted the stupid thing off of my phone. It's worthless. I told my wife, get rid of them. These map things are absolutely worthless from what we can see. But the one thing, when we were down in Batangas, we had really good service for uploading and doing all that kind of stuff. But my Samsung phone is doing a really stupid thing now. I had a whole bunch of videos saved. Everything was supposed to go to my little memory card, and somehow it switched. It keeps switching back to shut off after 30 seconds of inactivity. It does that all the time now. I have to change it to 10 minutes. It's also, now it says internal memory's full. Well, I don't want to put my videos in internal memory. I want to put them on this card. There's nowhere I can change it anymore. We put this new Windows 10 in, and it got rid of my buttons to do that. So these upgrades on these phones just ruin them. It's like you got a new phone again. And this thing, like I said before, these Samsung phones, the one Samsung phone I got, which was the only good one I had, when we took it in because the screen broke, was a Chinese one. It wasn't even a Samsung, it was a knockoff. It worked okay, but the last two Samsungs I've had personally were junk. My wife's was junk. They just don't work as advertised. They do stupid stuff. Mine goes through where the keyboard, you'll punch like A and a P will pop up. And it starts doing all this jittery, starts going jittery, and the only way to fix it, the only way I can fix it is, first I have to go and delete the keyboard. And I've tried Google keyboard, Samsung keyboard, I have to completely delete the keyboard, shut the phone off, and not just restart. I have to shut it off, start it over again, and then I have to reinstall the keyboard in order to just type a text message. It's absolutely ridiculous, the crap I go through with this phone. And I'm going to get another phone here, but it's going to be just a flip phone, and we're going to have a computer in the house to do the internet, do this stuff. It's going to be a computer in the house. But the crap they're selling us, and I don't want a phone tracking me anyway. I just want to get rid of the phones. When I was a young guy, I didn't have no stinking phone. If you wanted a phone, you went and put a dime into the phone booth and you called somebody. This stuff I have on phones on your person all the time, I just don't want it anymore. I don't want a phone. I'll keep a flip phone. It'll sit there in the house off. I got one that you can take the battery out, and I know about the little tiny batteries they put inside. I'll pull out. I'll take that, leave it, and then if I go somewhere where I need to have a phone, that's probably when I'll take one. But like when my wife and I go to the mall, we'll just take the walkie-talkie. We can use the walkie-talkie. So, but I just wish they would make things today as advertised. I get so much stuff. It's like my skillet I bought, junk, and then I find out it's Filipino. The governor, that was pretty cool. I did find a paperwork in it that it's made by Filipinos, proudly made by Filipinos. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys, for making something like that without checking it first before you sold it, you should be ashamed of yourselves that you put out such a piece of crap. And if this is what Filipinos are going to make, why don't you just all move to China and go make stuff there? Come on, guys. That's a bunch of crap. We get so much stuff that we buy here. It's not like the United States. I bought a fan for my mother back in '85, and she had the thing. And then when she moved to her new place that had the central air in it, and she moved into an apartment, and it was paid for. It was she paid one price, and electric, everything was paid. It was like for old folks, and so she didn't need the fan anymore. She gave it back, and I had it. And I give it to my buddy. He's still running it. That fan still works. It's called a wind machine. Sits on the floor, super quiet. I bought it because you couldn't hear it. My mom was hard of hearing, and the problem with her, if there was background noise, she couldn't hear anything. It's like me. I'm the same way now. If there's a lot of background noise, I can't hear what somebody's saying. Hi, neighbor. But my neighbor across the street, she never says hi to me. Very funny. But I just wish that they'd start making products that were worth a damn. But when you see a lot of these big companies going to China, what I see in a lot of the Chinese products is they just don't care. And I also see that here in the Philippines, where you'll get a lot of people there. It's get rich quick, throw out a bunch of trash, get your money and get out. That's what they do. I've seen that in houses. Before we went to this company that built our house, we looked at many other companies, and I'm not kidding you. The workmanship in the houses, it looked like a 5-year-old did it. The tile work, and they were selling these places for $2, $3, $4 million. We looked at one in Southwoods. They wanted $5 million for this place. It wasn't much bigger than the one we bought, a little bit bigger. It was crappy. It had the jail cell windows on it, the cheapest windows you could put in it. The concrete work was terrible. The finish work was terrible. The painting was terrible. The tile work was horrible. Everything was bad on it. The toilet wasn't sitting in right. The sinks were not even hanging right on the wall. And that's what you get. People here, you need to start expecting better. This is a developing nation. Start expecting better. You get these places, and they just throw them up. They get their money and get out, and it's a shame. I feel bad for this place that they'll accept this kind of crap that you get. I just kind of get tired of it, but I don't think it's going to get better. I think with the way the world's going now, everything's going to get worse. People are going to try to make a quick buck and get out, and that's a shame. You need to start thinking of the future in the long off. And we're not promised another breath, but still, think of the long run. I think when I think of everything I do now, it's for the kids. I know I ain't going to be around that long. I'm a grandpa, daddy. I know it. But I want these kids set up good. I'm getting them into good schooling. I expect a lot out of them. I've been telling our tutor, hey, you got to push these kids. Don't teach them the stuff that you think a 7-year-old. Teach them what you think a 12th grader should know. Start teaching them. They'll learn it. They will learn it. They're sponges. You can't just let them just think that, they can't learn. Baloney. Shove them full of information now because they're a sponge now. And I know it because I'm having such a hard time learning the Tagalog language now. I forget stuff super quick. My wife will tell me a word, and 15 minutes later, I forgot what it was again. I got to go look it up on a piece of paper. So you got to teach these kids when they're a sponge, because they're not forgetting stuff. And little Geronimo, he started school, and he's all into it. He wants to go. He wants to keep going up for more school. And our little teacher's amazed at what he knows. He knows a bunch of stuff already because it's a 24-hour day teaching process. Every time I put their underdrawers on, left foot, right foot, and constantly tell them this is your up, this is your down. We always talk about colors when look at that nice flower. What color is that? And we hit one time, it was between the yellow and the orange. And Mumu said, it's not yellow and it's not orange, it's in the middle. And he come up with that all himself. That's a smart kid. These kids they're gonna do well. We need to keep pushing them and not letting them go. We knew a young couple that had a baby that was the same age as two of ours, Maddie and Moo, and I couldn't believe what that kid didn't know. Couldn't hardly speak. Moo will sit and have a conversation with you. He will. He'll sit and talk to you. He's with his grandma now. He talks to her. He acts his head off to grandma. He's all excited to see her again because we haven't seen her for quite a while. It's been months and months and months, and they love grandma, and we just like to get her out more. That's for sure. She's staying now, and that's very nice. We're pretty happy to have her. So, but I don't want to get this too long-winded today. My stupid phone, it says the memory's full. Even though I deleted a whole bunch of stuff, it still says it's full. So trying to load these things into the phone and then getting them up to YouTube, it says, oh, it's over full. And so I'm going to do the best I can. I hope I can get this one out. I want you guys to all take care of each other, pray for each other. And, whenever they say, you in what army, just remember, you got an army of angels from God that's on your side. Never forget that. This is Rick Shaw out.